Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to another World of Tanks replay. And today we have my very good friend Starmadillo, man like Star, in the P43 Ter, which is the tier 7 Italian medium. This is the tank just before the Pantera, and he is on Airfield, which is an interesting map these days, I find. I feel like they've really ruined every part of it. They've ruined the hill, where Star is just about to go, I think, from this. And they've also really ruined the heavy side as well. Personally, I didn't think it was too bad as it was, but people obviously didn't like that it was corridory. But now it's even worse, I find, because you've got a corridor here, and then there's a whole shit show that happens up in the B5, B6 area, and that's a very ballsy EBR, and there's a very ballsy AMX going with him as well. That's a nice shot by Star, and only one in return from the 1357, which is interesting. Tank that gets an 8-shot clip with a 1-second intra clip reload, and this is going to be very interesting. Now, is Star going to leave the Barask to go back for that EBR by himself and just focus on the Super Hellcat and the AMX? I think he might. He's just keeping. This is good. He's keeping an eye on what's going on behind him, just in case he needs to be wary of that EBR coming back, whilst him and his two lights are looking to get rid of the Super Hellcat. And the Barask does actually deal with the EBR. Star was looking to see if he could get some shots coming up the hill. Very good play there. And there's the AMX still skulking around. Now, you got to be careful, because another issue that I find with this map is if you're on the hill, you can get shot from, well, over here, up here, a lot. Well, yeah, pretty much all along here, up here, and all along here, and sometimes even from over here, as well as over here. You know, it's just open the game up so you can get shot from absolutely fucking everywhere across the map, essentially, as well. You know, it's not a good map anymore for me, and I do not enjoy playing it in the slightest. No matter what I'm in, TD, medium, light, heavy, they're all shit to play on this map now, I find. Yes, anyway, let's... Ooh, never mind. There's a Panther 2 to have a cheeky little shot at. Yeah, I didn't mention, this is only tier 7 and tier 8s in this game, and Star isn't going to back away from the tier 8s, clearly, as we can see. And there's another one down there in the T44-100, who is really tunnel visioned on the links there, and does not pay any attention to the M41 Walker Bulldog that's trying to shoot him in the side, or Star shooting him in the head. What I was going to say before all these tanks popped up, Star's seeing if he can get a shot on the Steuer Waffenträger, is the P43 Ter is really mild as a tank. I don't know how to put it. Not the best shot from Steuer though. I think he will admit he could have done slightly better. There's a little, there's that little ridge that sticks out there that he managed to shoot, and that's the shot he wanted, and that is a very good shot into the cupolas of the T44. All he's got to do is stay where he is, because the T44 is just going to carry on chasing that Bulldog, and if he does keep chasing him, he's going to keep going, maybe, or maybe not, okay. But he is down to a one-shot, so Star should be able to finish him off. Yeah, the P43 Ter, like, it's really mild. It's such a bland tank, and I feel that's quite often the way with tier 7s. They're either like really nice, or they're really just beige. they're just nothingy, you know what I mean? And this tank to me is really just the tank that you got to grind through to get to the good shit. You know, the Pantera, the Standard B, and personally, I don't mind the Peugeot 65. I know it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. Wargaming nerfed it for absolutely no fucking reason at all. But it's just one of those tanks you got to get through. And I think it's the P43 BIS, which is the tier 6. Is actually quite a nice tank to play for tier 6, and this is just a similar tank, just a tier higher, but nowhere near as good, and that is a cheeky snapshot from Star. I think he's highlighting one of the few decent things about this tank, which is the gun. It's not particularly quick, doesn't really have any armor, but the gun is actually quite nice. This is a very risky move, I've just realized, because he's still got the Panther behind him. Hopefully the UDES on his team's going to help him by pushing that UDES, and he is. But you see what I mean? Like, this map, why the fuck is there a TNH sitting up here? When he's a heavy, he should be over here. Anyway, starts trying to shoot the arse of the Oni. Somehow bounces because, you know, big Japanese arse armor, by the way. He needs to be careful because he's being proxied by this Steuerwaffenträger, and shooting at the Oni will have let him know that the Oni can shoot back. But he's trying to hide from the Oni using this big rock in the way, trying to shoot the M3Y. He's still in proxy of the Steuerwaffenträger, and I'm a little bit nervous that he's not actually looked to see if the Steuerwaffenträger is doing anything to try and shoot him. At the moment, he's still more mindful of that Oni. There we go, he's now realised that the Steuerwaffenträger isn't going to shoot him. Personally, I'd have liked to have seen him look before, because he keeps doing that to try and get shots at Star. And, yeah. Star finishes him off as he falls down the cliff. Which is quite nice. And the tide of this game is well and truly turning. His team have pushed through the heavy side now, and just that Oni on 64 HP, and then, oh, of course, the full health, almost full health TNH camping the base, and artillery as well. But Star's done 3.2k damage, which is actually very good for this tank. It's 240 average, and you know, the pen's not too bad really for a tier 7. Could be better, especially when you face tier 9s. And we can see Star's platoon mate in the Govika saying he's got the 2 shotgun and he's reloading. However, Star couldn't quite get there for the second shot, or third shot even, I think that might have been. But 3.6k damage, what, 3-point devil. Oh, Star's not realised that the GW Panther's still alive. No, he's probably tabbed out, you know? Why not? And, yeah. 3.666 is actually a very good result in this tank. And Star, as we shall see when we go to the post-battle results, he says, when a tank is so bad, 3.6k feel good. And it does. It does feel good, especially in a tank like this. Well, like I said, it's so bland that doing 3.6k is actually a decent achievement. And as you can see, the rest of his team, not really that close. The next best tank was a Progetto at 3k. Even his Barask did 1.7k. So getting double the Barask whilst being, you know, in a tier 8 game essentially, in your bland tier 7, 3.6k is very good. And I want to say well done to Star. He's played very well there. And it's been a long time since I've played with Star and since I've watched a Star replay. And I just want to say that I definitely noticed that he's playing a lot better. Like, he's being more aware of what's going on around him, and like, like with the Barask, like knowing going up the hill, looking back behind him, he might not necessarily done that, you know, a few years ago, but he's definitely picking up on it now and like looking around him, you know, focusing on shooting one person at a time, not overexposing himself, and it's very good. It's good to see, and you know, it's something that we can all pick up on. Like, you know, no matter how long you've been playing this game, you know, there's always little bits that you can keep improving, and I think Star's been doing that very well here, which was shown in this replay. And yeah, 23 fired, 20 hits, 17 pens. That's really not bad at all, especially for this tank, like I say. And made some credits because of the premium. Really would not have made that many if he didn't have premium. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say, to be honest. I think well done to Star. Thank you very much for sending it to me on Discord. Mucho appreciado. And yeah, like I said in the last replay, if anyone wants to send me any replays at all, ping them on over Discord, in-game, like Dell did. Yeah, Discord like Star did. In the YouTube comments on Twitter, like whatever, just get at me with your replays, and hopefully I'll be able to get some more out for you all. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.